Yeah.
Yes, people, very, very happy to all of you. So, guys, we're doing this chapter called as accounting for bonus issue and rights issue. In that, the topic that we are currently discussing is how to do accounting for issue of bonus shares. So now we discussed, or we were discussing in last class, that the company is issuing the shares, and in consideration, if they get cash, what is the combined effect? They pass two journal entry: bank to share application, and then share application to share capital. What is the combined impact? Bank account debit to equity share capital. So when I give capital, when I issue shares, right, in my bank account, I receive money. This is called as issue of shares for consideration in cash. Then bonus, what happens is we are again here issuing the shares. So two equity share capital will come. But in debit, we are not receiving the money. We are not receiving the money. Then who is paying the money? Money is coming from where? Money is coming from our own pocket. That is reserves and surplus. So what will be debit? Reserves and surplus account debit to equity share capital. We are not allowed to record one single entry. So this entry I have to split. Reserves and debit, equity share capital in credit, but in two separate entries. So reserves and surplus account debit to bonus to shareholder, and then bonus to shareholder to equity share capital. Correct? This is the entry. But what is bonus share, sir? Bonus issue means an issue of additional shares to whom? Existing shareholders, and it is given free of cost. Bonus shares are not given to some new shareholder, new public. We are not giving it. We are giving to the existing shareholder. If you are the shareholder of TCS company, if you are the shareholder of TCS company, you will get the bonus shares. Nobody else will get the bonus shares. So these are additional shares given. Point number one. To whom? Existing shareholder. And are they shareholder paying any money for buying the shares? No. They are given this free of cost. For them, it is free of cost. But for company, it has to pay money. So whatever money is there in form of reserves, I transfer that to capital account. From one pocket of my, it goes to other pocket of my company. Okay, not okay. And this shares are distributed in the same proportion. I gave the example in the last class that how the same proportion has been maintained. Bonus issue is also known as scrip issue. Kamlesh, also known as scrip issues. Abhinav, you said capitalization issue, but you forgot scrip issue. Bonus issue is also known as capitalization of profit or capitalization of reserves. So how many names in total? 4 names. Scrip issue, capitalization issue, capitalization of profit, capitalization of reserves. These are the 4 names. Will you remember? 100% you have to remember if you want to pass. Now, you need to comply certain sections of Companies Act 2013. Who has to comply? Shareholders or company? Company has to comply. Section 63 is governing the issue of bonus shares. There are certain conditions attached to it, is mentioned in 63. Now, section 63 has got 3 subsection. Section 1, subsection 1, subsection 2, subsection 3. In subsection 2, the conditions are laid down. What is the first condition? If I, as a company, want to issue bonus share, what is the first condition? I should be authorized to issue bonus share by articles of association. Articles of association is the internal rule book of the company. It is a framework within which the company has to operate. It's the internal rule book of the company. In that rule book, the permission should be given that the company can go ahead and issue the bonus shares. First, approval from there. Second, you have to take approval from the shareholders in the general body meeting. Either that could be in AGM or EGM. Authorized by shareholders. Next, 2 things have not to be defaulted. You should not have defaulted the payment of interest or principal or both. Interest or principal or both should not be defaulted. Means what? Amount is due for payment. Which amount? Interest is due but not paid. Principal is due for payment, not paid. Due means what? I have to pay the money, but I did not pay the money. Means I have defaulted the money. If due date is not come, then that is not default. I have to pay after 5 years. So at the end of the current year, will I say it is defaulted? No. I have to pay after 5 years. So it is not defaulted. Default means when? I have to pay today. I'm not paying. I'm not paying. I have to pay, but I'm not paying. That is default. So default either in interest or principal or both is defaulted. If you default any of these payment, you can't issue the bonus shares. Why? Because when you're not making the payment to external party, if you give the benefit to the owners, it is unfair, no? external parties money or withholding, and internal party yaar owner ku you are giving bonus. Is it fair? Not fair. Imagine all of you my extended family members. I should give you preference over my family first when it comes to teaching. I am giving full preference to my family members and not giving preference to you. I'm not taking classes for you. Will you accept it? No. So third parties are also extended family members, no, who have come trusted upon you. So first they should be taken care of. Then internal family members should be taken care of. Rule is clear or not clear? Sir, if it is defaulted, what to do? Can they never issue bonus shares? It's not like that. If you have defaulted, there could be even genuine reason for defaulting it. So you can't give them lifelong punishment that no bonus issue, you can't permanently issue. What we will tell, you first make the default good. Make all the repayment of principal and interest which is due. We say that default is made good. Now you can go and issue the bonus shares. Okay, not okay. Like that, you should not have defaulted the payment of what? Statutory dues. There are multiple statutory dues. We are talking about statutory dues which is pertaining to employees. The income tax money that I have to pay is also a statutory due. The GST money that I have to pay every month, that is also a statutory due. But those two are not related to employee. So here we are talking about employee related statutory due. Here they can twist the question and ask, income tax, GST is not paid. That is, they have defaulted the payment. Bonus issue should be done. Not done like that, they can confuse you. Please be very careful. Here the statutory dues means they're talking about employee related statutory dues. Okay, not okay. Such as PF, gratuity, bonus, leave encashment, any kind of expenses pertaining to employee that is not paid, that we called as defaulted payment of statutory dues pertaining to employee. If you have not paid, first make them the payment. From where? From your reserves and surplus. Make the payment and then you go and issue the bonus shares. Okay, not okay. Next, bonus shares can be issued only for equity shares which are fully paid. If there are any equity shares which are partly paid, first convert them into fully paid. Ask them to pay the call money. Partly paid means what? Application money, allotment money, first call money received. Second call I have not made. Or second call I made it, but I did not receive the money. Without receiving the second call money, without completing the partly paid to fully paid, I can't issue the bonus shares. Okay, not okay. So for me to issue the bonus shares, the shares should be fully paid up, fully called up, fully paid up. However, if the shares are partly paid up, make them fully paid up and then issue the bonus shares. Okay, not okay. So in total, 5 conditions. One more 6 condition is there. What is the 6th condition? If there is any other condition which has to be satisfied, that also you satisfy is what 6 conditions say. So in total 5 conditions. What is the first condition? Authorized by article of association. Second, authorization by the shareholders in the general body meeting. Third, there should be no default in the payment of interest or principal or both of the debt securities. There should be no default in the payment of the statutory dues pertaining to employees. Fifth one, bonus shares should be issued to the fully paid equity shares, not to partly paid. If partly paid is there, what am I supposed to do? Convert them into fully paid. These conditions are mentioned where? Section 63, subsection 2. Now, in section 63, subsection 1, what are they talking? They're talking about the resources. One thing is very clear that we have to take money from reserves and surplus. But the question is, in reserves and surplus, there are too many reserves, too many surpluses. Which one will you touch first? First, you will touch non-free reserves. First, you will touch non-free reserves. Those free reserves which I can't use it freely anywhere. Those reserves which are not available for distribution as dividend, which has got restricted use. For example, capital redemption reserve. In this account, whatever money you park, whatever amount is parked inside CRR account, you can use either for redemption of preference share in future or you can give bonus shares. Apart from these two things, you can't use this money for any other purpose. So logic says what? First, use money from this stock. First, finish off your old stock, blocked stock. Then you use your new stock. Okay, wow. You're dealing with 2 products, expired products, unexpired product. Means one which will never expire, one which will expire fastly. Which one will you choose? The one which is going to be expired first, that you will try to sell. You will put your full effort to sell that first. So my blocked reserves, restricted reserves should be first utilized. In that, the first rank given is CRR. Who gave this rank? Section 63, subsection 1 has given this rank and order, which we can't bypass. So first, you have to issue from capital redemption reserve. Next, you have to use capital reserve. Now, this capital reserve is not mentioned in that section explicitly, but ICI in one of the questions they have used it. Capital reserve. Again, for capital reserve, there is a catch. If you're a listed company, you have to use only that capital reserve which is realized in cash. If there is any capital reserve which is not realized in cash, that you can't use it. Example, when we do forfeiture, share is forfeited. Why is share forfeited? Because the shareholder did not pay the call money or did not pay the allotment money. Whatever money he paid, you are forfeiting that. Now, the amount which is lying in forfeiture account, what do you do that first? I'm going to use that for reissue of share. When I reissue the shares at discount, if the money is not sufficient, I will use that discounted value from the forfeited amount. Even after that, if the money is still left over in the forfeiture account, that you transfer to capital reserve. So now you tell me, this capital reserve is realized in cash or not? It is realized in cash. Why? Because imagine 30,000 rupees received from the shareholder. 30,000 received from the shareholder. Remaining 70,000 he did not pay. Hence we forfeited the share. So 30,000 money received in the bank, yes or no? This 30,000 from capital account will be transferred to share forfeiture account. Imagine the shares were issued at discount and this discount was 10,000. So that discounted value, from where will you take money from? From this 30,000. So 10,000 if I use it for reissue purpose, balance how much is there in the forfeiture account? 20,000. This I will transfer to capital reserve. Correct? This I transfer to capital reserve. Now this capital reserve, my question is realized in cash or not? Is this realized in cash or not? 100%. Because 30,000 money came in, no? Bank to share application money came in. That money only I forfeited. So this capital reserve is come in form of cash. Okay, not okay? How many of you are still not having a good hold on the forfeiture topic? We've discussed this extensively in length and breadth. The moment if I say, okay, reissue was done at discount, so discounted value, whatever discount you gave, no, that is the shortfall. That shortfall we pick up from forfeited amount. I hope all of you have that clarity. Now the next question that you'll ask us, so then which is that capital reserve where the money is not realized in cash? Can you think and give me one example? We already done this in the same chapter. Where? Correct. When you issue the shares for consideration other than cash, especially a topic where you are purchasing ongoing business. There was one business you were purchasing as it is. You purchased asset worth 10 lakh. To liabilities worth 3 lakh. To vendor, you are paying how much? 6 lakhs. 10 minus 3 is how much? 10 minus 3 is how much? 7 lakh is the net asset of the business. 10 லட்சம் asset வந்துச்சு. அது வித்தா எவ்வளவு பணம் வரும்? 10 லட்சம். அதுல இருந்து 3 lakh liability கொடுத்தா உனக்கு எவ்வளவு மிச்சம் இருக்கு? 7 lakh. அப்பனா net asset remaining in your hand is 7 lakh. Net asset is 7 lakh. Asset minus liabilities, net asset. Asset minus liabilities, net asset. Net benefit, net asset 7 lakh. But how much are you paying to vendor? 6 lakh. So which means I got this item for 7 lakh, but I'm paying only 6 lakh. Am I paying more or less? Less. How much less? 1 lakh less. That money which I'm paying 1 lakh less is profit or loss? It is profit. That profit is transferred to capital reserve 1 lakh. So this is that capital reserve which is not realized in cash. This is that capital reserve which is not realized in cash. Okay, not okay? So I gave you 2 examples when CR is realized in cash and when CR is not realized in cash. So I want that capital reserve which is realized in cash. For whom? Listed company. For unlisted company, both are okay. Next item that you will touch is security premium reserve. Again, if you're a listed company, I want that security premium reserve which is realized in cash. Unlisted company means anything is fine. Realized or not realized, both are fine. These are all restricted reserves. First, I will use them. Even if the money is not sufficient and if my bonus amount is more huge, then I will have to use my free reserves. So these 3 are non-free reserves and this is free reserves. What is the meaning of free reserve? So free reserve is that reserve where the amount is available for distribution as dividend. Means if the company wants to give lot of dividend, they can use the free reserves. They can use these reserves without any limitations. Restriction will be there, but very limited, which I will be teaching you in CA intermediate. Apart from that, I can use this money for the purpose of giving dividend. Anna, if you tell that I want to give dividend from CRR, I want to give dividend from capital reserve, or I want to give dividend from security premium, law does not permit. Law says from the restricted reserves, from non-free reserves, you can't take any money for giving dividend. So non-free reserves are those reserves which are not available for distribution as dividend, which are not available for distribution of dividend. Free reserves means available for distribution as dividend. Okay, not okay. All this point is connected to CA inter. Everything will be flowing in CA inter again. When you're using free reserve, ICA is trying to put an order here. You can use actually in real life any order. In real life, you can use any order. But ICA, what they're doing in majority of the question, general reserve first. Rest comes these three. These three are the alternative names. Surplus ka another name is retained earning. Retained earning another name is undistributed or accumulated profits. Sometimes they'll just write P&L account and also leave it. All these are same account only. Okay, not okay? Tell me. Okay. Now, there is one more reserve called as revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve means what? We're trying to record the increase in the value of the asset. And that increase has happened only on the paper. In the bank account, that extra money is not come. 1 lakh worth of land, I revalued for 13 lakh. So extra increase by how much? 12 lakhs. 1 lakh ka land, now market value 13 lakh. So increase by how much? 12 lakh. That 12 lakh are recording entry. What entry? Land to revaluation reserve. So land, the moment you debit 12 lakh, land value will become from 1 lakh to 13 lakh. 1 lakh plus 12 lakh, how much? 13 lakh. Revaluation reserve will go and sit on liability side under reserves and surplus. My question is, do we have money? When I say revaluation reserve is there, 12 lakh அப்படினா இதோட பைசா எங்க இருக்கா? When I say in general reserve 12 lakh is there, its money is there in some form or the other on the asset side. It could be in cash form, bank form, land building form, inventory form, debtor form. In any form the money can be. But revaluation reserve is there in money form. Money form la irukka? Illa. You will tell no sir, land is increased. No, that is on paper. No. Do you have the money? I am transferring money from reserves to capital. Why? Because I want to get the money in capital. I want to use that money for expansion purpose. In the paisa ve illiye. Even if you use revaluation reserve and transfer to capital account, are you going to benefit anything? No benefit. Because there is no money. Why are they telling that they want capital reserve or premium in cash? Because that cash is blocked in CR account and security premium account, which is restricted, blocked. To unblock it, what am I doing? I'm doing bonus issue. So bonus issue, it is very good for company. Whether it is good or not for the shareholder, for company it is definitely good because they're removing the blockage item. The blocked funds are getting removed and is going to capital account. The moment the money is going to capital account, you can use that money for whatever purpose you want. Nobody can stop you. That's why they're insisting capital reserve should be in cash, premium should be in cash. In a cash reserve, they can use it. No. Then there's no purpose of giving bonus shares. Are you able to follow? So revaluation reserve is actually not a cash flow item. So therefore, we should not consider this for the purpose of issue of bonus shares. Like that, if there is any other reserve which is having unrealized or notional gain, like revaluation reserve, we should not consider that for bonus issue. The 12 lakh is what? Notional gain. Notional gain, another name is unrealized gain. That should not be considered. Okay or not okay? Next. Listed company, SPR must have been realized in cash. For unlisted company, both are fine. Notes, if the question is silent, what will you assume? SPR received in cash is what you will assume. Okay or not okay? CRR and SPR cannot be applied towards payment of... Okay, this point I meant to discuss. This is what I'll discuss today. Next, I'll talk about section 63, subsection 3. This is a topic which I'm discussing afresh today. This section is talking about prohibition and restriction. What is the restriction? The restriction is that the bonus shares shall not be issued in lieu of dividend. In lieu means what? Instead of dividend. What are they trying to say? Please tell me. Bonus shares shall not be issued in lieu of dividend. What does it mean? Little bit more elaboration. So my question is it before declaration or after declaration? You can't just tell the statement like this. I need further in-depth analysis. What does this line means? So two situations. Company has declared dividend. Board of directors has proposed it. In the annual general meeting, what has happened? Approval is come. The moment the dividend is approved by the shareholders in the general meeting, that is annual general meeting, now that dividend has to be disbursed to all the shareholder within how many days? 30 days. Why are you blinking? This topic was not discussed. Last year 12th, I know we discussed multiple times. Current year 12th, those are doing with me. This was not discussed. Dividend point is not discussed. Okay, I'll tell you what happens. What is the previous financial year? 24-25. 24-25. Okay, wow. Whatever the profit is earned in 24-25, whatever profit is earned in 24-25, the income tax return of that is submitted when? In the current, that is next year, 25-26. So this month, 31st October is the due date for submitting your income tax return. Generally, it is 30 September. But this year, 1 month extension has been granted. For all the companies which is subject to tax audit, all the tax audit cases and companies, their due date is 30 September. This year, it has got 1 month extended, become 31st October. Now, just understand the series of things that happens in the subsequent year. 31st March, 90% of your accounting is complete. The accountant will do the accounting on day-to-day basis. 90% of the accounting work is completed. 10% is pending. What is the 10%? All the adjustment entries. Because on 31st March or 1st April, 2nd April, you do inventory verification. So after that, you have to do inventory valuation. It requires time. Then you have to sit and do physical verification for assets also. After that physical verification is done, for asset also you have to calculate depreciation for the depreciation entry. So many adjustment entries you have to pass. Interest on loan, interest on capital, this interest, that interest. So many things we have to pass. We have studied what are the different kinds of adjustments. Prepaid expenses, accrued income, unearned income, outstanding expenses. So many adjustments. So company will take additionally 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, 40 days, depending on how big the company is, how big the accounting team is. Additionally, they take few days to do the adjustment entries. So let's suppose 10th of April, the company has done all the adjustment and they prepare the financial statement. As per schedule 3, the financial statement is prepared. Who are you? You are the auditor of this company. On 10th of April, the company will call and inform you, sir, the financial statements are ready. Please come and do the audit. You will go and do the audit. You will again take 1 week of time, 2 weeks of time, 3 weeks of time, or even 1 month of time to do the audit, depending on how big the company is. If the company is too big, there are too many things to audit, they will take too much time also. So let's suppose you are going for audit work. 30th of April, that is, you are taking 20 days for finalizing the audit, and you have done your audit. You have done your audit. Now, once this audit has been done, your financial statement, that is company's financial statement, your client's financial statement is now ready for your signature. But you can't put the signature because in that one item is still to be included, which is dividend, Now, in dividend, what happens is after 34, you complete your audit. Next day, 1/5, the company will have their board of directors meeting. Once your audit is ready, there will be a one board of directors meeting in which you will also be present. Means the partner who's going to sign the financial statement, he will be present. It is not compulsory, but it is recommended that he has to be present because he will give the input of the audit. So they will have all this discussion. In that board of directors meeting, the board of directors has to do one important thing. They have to propose a dividend. Propose means what? They have to recommend. Because board of directors has got clear picture of the profits of the year. In this entire year, how much profit is earned, who's got a better clarity in picture? The board of directors. So whatever savings they have, from that how much dividend to give, how much dividend not to give, who has got a better clarity and control? The board of directors. See, in my family, what I should buy, what I should not buy, how much money I should spend, how much money I should not spend. Do I have a clarity? Will you have clarity? Who will have the clarity? I will have the clarity because I'm an internal person. I know better than you people. Likewise, if you are the shareholder of the company, who knows the internal picture better? You or the board of directors? Board of directors knows the picture. So law says that board of directors, you tell out of the surplus, out of the reserves and savings what you have, how much can be given as dividend. So who has to recommend? Board of directors has to recommend. Mark my words, I'm using the word recommendation. Recommendation means what? You're proposing. When boy is going and proposing the girl, I love you, Karan madam, what should come from the other side? Acceptance has to come. Approval has to come. That is one level approval. Second level approval from where? Parents. Here, 2-level approval is not there. Company's access is not required. 1-level approval is both insufficient. That approval is coming from whom? Who's the girl here? Shareholders. Shareholders. Now listen to me. On 1/5, board of directors meeting happened. 10-4 adjustment entries passed. 34 audit completed. 1-5 board of directors meeting. In that the dividend proposed is 10 rupee per share. Dividend is 10 rupee per share proposed. Now what happens is, this information, should I incorporate in the financial statement or not? Should I put this information? Please understand, this 10 rupees dividend of which year? 24-25 only. Should I incorporate or not? Should I pass any entry for that or not? Incorporate means what? Entry போடணுமா போடக்கூடாதா? என்னையா பெக்க முடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க? Last year you guys studied with me, no? Tell. Entry I'm asking. Will entry come? Entry will not come. Why? Because board of directors has just proposed it. On proposal, we don't pass any entry. So you will treat this as what? Contingent liability. What is contingent liability? I will pay this money based on the future event. What is the future event? In the AGM, if the shareholder says, okay, approve, then you will pay. So liability is getting triggered in future. So as of now, this is not a liability. This is a contingent liability. What is contingent liability? A liability that I may have to pay or may not have to pay depending on future uncertain events. Purida. So this is not a liability, nor you will create any provision. Provision when do you create? When you're likely to pay the money. When you're likely to pay the money, then it is provision. Here, there's only a recommendation. If shareholder says don't give any dividend, then what will you do? You'll reverse provision. Huh? No. So law says that you will treat this as contingent liability. What is the treatment of contingent liability in the financial statement? You will give just as a disclosure. In the notes to accounts or disclosure telling that board of directors of this company has recommended 10 rupee per share as dividend. Like that, you'll just give a note. And auditor from this meeting, he will take two things and go. In the meeting, he'll take two things and go. One, he'll take tea, coffee, bhaji, bonda, samosa and go. Nicely, they will serve. Second thing, he will take this information and go. For these two reasons only, I would like to go to any board of directors meeting. For me, two things are important in that meeting. Rest of the things, what they talk is nonsense to me. நீ என்ன வேணா பண்ணு, அவன் பிரச்சனை எனக்கு எதுக்கு? எனக்கு தேவை ரெண்டு விஷயம். நான் வரேன், டீ ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கணும், பஜ்ஜி போண்டா சமோசா வெரைட்டி வச்சிருக்கணும். That is what I'm attracted towards. Number one, really I'm telling you. Second, what I'm interested is this data. What is the board of directors recommending? Internal information I'll tell you. Board of directors will take the suggestion from me only. Amma. How, why? All the answer I'll give in CA intermediate. Okay. So, from the board of directors meeting, I will take this information. This information, why it is important? Because once I go out of this meeting, on the very same day, I will incorporate this as contingent liability in the financial statement. Now my financial statement is ready for signing. So imagine after 5 days, 5th of May, financial statement is signed. Balance sheet, P&L, all the notes, everything is perfectly signed. My audit report also signed. Everything is perfect ready. Everything is perfectly ready. Now what I will do is that I will hand over this financial statement to whom? Company along with audit report. Yesterday's class we were learning that the company will give annual report. What is the annual report of the company comprising of? First item we discussed yesterday only. Board of directors report, then auditors report, then financial statement. I showed you the financial statement of TCS also. How big it is, 300 plus pages. Now that annual report, they have to send it to whom? Shareholder. If you see that TCS ka annual report which I showed, the first page was what? I'll show it. Wait, no, not index. I'll just show it. Inge vechirundhathu interlayer inga irukku. What is this? Subject padinga. Subject. Notice convening the 30th annual general meeting and annual report 24-25. So they are giving information that on 30th, the 30th AGM of the company will be held on Thursday, June 19, 2025. Like that is giving a notice, invitation to all the shareholders. And this invitation is going along with annual report. And in the annual report, what data is there? In the annual report, what data is there? Financial statement. Signed it is. Which means what I'm trying to say is that on 5th of May, financial statement is signed. When is the AGM held? In this example, when is the AGM held? 19th of June. 19th of June, the AGM is held. In this AGM, the shareholders will approve the dividend. They will approve the dividend. My question is, when this 10 rupee dividend is approved here, can I go back and do the change and record an entry in the previous year? In the dividend 10 rupees, 10 rupees. This is dividend of which financial year? It is for the previous financial year 24-25. Can I go and pass an entry backdated on 24-25? No. Why? Because 24-25's financial statement is already signed. So previous year's dividend, payment entry, when will I pass? On the date of approval. So 19th June when AGM happened, no, on that day I'll pass the entry for dividend. What will be my entry? Statement of P&L account debit, because dividend I'm paying out of profit. Profit is credit balance. To increase profit, credit. To decrease profit, debit. When I pay dividend out of profit, what is the impact of the profit? Profit will reduce. I have 100 rupees. If I give 10 rupees dividend to them, what is the balance left? 90. So my profit is reduced. To decrease profit, debit P&L. 2, dividend payable, 10 rupees. And this dividend I have to pay within 30 days of declaration. Declaration means what? Approval given by the shareholder. That is called as declaration. Declaration means what? Approval given by the shareholder. Within 30 days means by 19th of July or 18th of July, I should have made all the payment. I should have made the payment. 30 days time only is given. Okay. So now my question to all of you, when the P&L has been debited, this is P&L of which financial year? 25-26. So in 25-26 P&L, which dividend is subtracted? Previous year's dividend is subtracted. Understood? 25-26 dividend, in which P&L they'll subtract? Next year 26-27. Logic is clear. Because when the dividend is approved, no, by the time the financial statement is already signed, and this financial statement is incorporated in the annual report. An annual report along with the notice of the meeting, we send it to the shareholder on 5/5. 5/5 I send the notice to shareholder inviting them for AGM. They will come to AGM. What is the main expectation? Nice meals will be provided. In the board of directors meeting, I will get what? Samosa. In AGM, I will get full meals. Lavish meals you will get. Amma. Second thing, what they do in AGM, shareholders are owners, no? To make them feel that they are owner, there are few things that they will ask them to approve. One such item is approval of dividend. Nee approve panniyan solite. What is the item? Company has to pay dividend 10 rupees to whom? Shareholder. That shareholder has to approve. Should I want or I don't want? Will I say no? As owner, will I say no? Company wants to give me dividend. Will I say no, don't give me dividend? And the matter decision na yaru shareholder. Very important decision making they've given to me. They have to make me feel owner, no? Owner, some decision I have to take. So what they've told is dividend I'll recommend, you approve the dividend. Now when we approve the dividend, whatever dividend the board is recommended, 10 rupee, that you can approve as it is. But if you want, you can make it less, 8 rupee. You can make it 0 also, but you can never make it more than 10. Apana, whatever the recommendation is coming from the board, that is the maximum dividend. Adhikku mela 1 paisa also you can't give. You can reduce it or probably make it 0, but you can't increase it. That is one item. Second item is, in the shareholders meeting, to all the shareholders, they'll ask, should I appoint Pratik sir as auditor or not? What will you say? No. You will say no. What will you say? Okay, no problem. So you'll give voting. That is the second power given to you. You are going to select in the AGM who is going to be the auditor of the company. Why the decision is given to you? Tell me. Why the decision is given to you? Yesterday I spoke in last class. In the financial statement class I spoke this. Because you as a shareholder cannot even enter the premises of the company. If you're holding the shares of TCS, take the share certificate and go and tell watchman, I have 10 shares of TCS. I am the owner. I am giving salary to you. Allow me inside. He will kick you on a butt. What answer it? Petrol bunk irka. BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Limited Corporation, Corporation Limited, sorry. I am the shareholder. If I go and tell him, I have so many shares of BPCL, give me petrol free of cost. He will put the petrol on my face and will burn. ஆமா டிஃபரெண்டா சொன்னல எல்லாம் ஒரே மாதிரி சொன்னா அப்புறம் வந்து நல்லா இருக்காது. Nobody knows, nobody values you as owner. If you are a shareholder, nobody will value. புரியுதா? When you are not allowed to enter the office, you're not allowed to enter the office of your company where you're holding the shares, how will you go to the accounts department? How will you check their accounts? Not possible. And I have to know, as a shareholder, I want to know what is happening in accounts. Because my money you are using for business. Have you utilized that money properly or not? I don't know. So I want to check. நீ பைசா கொடுக்குறல்ல அப்ப அது கரெக்டா நான் யூஸ் பண்றேனா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லி தெரியணுமா தெரியக்கூடாது. You gave me the money, no? Whether I'm using the money properly or not, you want to come and check. But you are not allowed to enter the office itself. Where will you enter accounts department? So you are appointing a representative. So on behalf of all the shareholder, auditor is that representative who will do the auditing work for you. So now when auditor is giving the audit report, for whom is giving the audit report? To the shareholders, that everything is okay. I was allowed inside by the watchman. I went till the accounting office. I saw all the accounting work. Everything is super. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒப்பீனியன் கொடுப்பாரு. எப்படி அந்த சமோசா சாப்பிட்டு மீல்ஸ் டாமினோஸ் எல்லாம் வரும் சில டைம் எல்லாம். You will give an opinion. And that auditor, what you choose, should be independent, should not come under influence of the company. If you slightly feel that the auditor is coming under the influence of the company, you have the power to change the auditor. So you in the AGM can decide which auditor should I give the work to audit or not. Okay, like that, there are a few more items. I'm not going too much into depth. Purida. So, huh? Understood. His problem understood. Where is madam is asking. Dear sir only is there. Madam is not there. 100% point is correct. TCS company में जाएगा तू, इसका आंसर लेके आएगा तू. Now, so basically, I'm telling you, the company has decided in the AGM to declare dividend and declared. Now dividend is declared. I'm telling you. After declaration, அதாவது 20th of June, the company is coming and telling shareholders, we don't have sufficient money. Instead of dividend in cash, take bonus. Take bonus. Can the company do that? Not possible. Who's prohibiting? Section 63 subsection 3 says that you cannot issue bonus shares in lieu of dividend. Instead of dividend, you can't give bonus. After declaration, when the dividend is declared, no substitution allowed. Once dividend has been declared at the AGM, it becomes a debt owed by the company to the shareholder. It becomes a debt. Why? Because the day when the approval is coming, that day what do you pass entry? P&L to dividend payable. When the money is paid, the entry is what? Dividend payable to bank. So it becomes your liability. On the day when the AGM is giving the approval, that dividend has become your liability. It becomes a debt. It becomes a debt owed by the company to shareholder. The company is legally bound to pay it in cash. Cash means through check also within 30 days of declaration. Hence, it cannot later say that instead of paying 10 rupee dividend per share, we will give you one bonus share. Because that would violate section 63 subsection 3. Okay or not okay? Got it? Now, you will tell that, sir, before declaration can we give? That also is not possible. Before declaration, bonus cannot be disguised as dividend. Even if no dividend has been declared, the company cannot use bonus issue as a substitute for dividend payment. So when you're giving bonus issue, you can't make a statement that I'm giving this instead of dividend. It's a game of language. It's a game of language. They're telling that when you're issuing bonus share, when the information about the bonus is released in the market, no, don't use the word that I'm giving bonus instead of dividend, like that they're telling. Purida. Even if no dividend has been declared, the company cannot use bonus issue as a substitute for dividend. Dividend is in the dividends place, bonus is in bonus place. Now ask why this rule is come. Ask me what is the advantage of this rule. If dividend is paid in cash, you are getting cash inflow in your hand. With that money, you can buy whatever you want to buy. Diwali dress you can buy, crackers you can buy, sweets you can buy, anything you can buy. With bonus shares, what will you buy? Tell me. Tell me, you go to Lulu Mall. You purchase for 10,000 rupees. Tell him, I have bonus shares, transfer to you. Can you tell him? சொல்லலாமா சொல்லி பாருங்க. எங்கெங்க குச்சி வரும் தெரியாது, எங்கெங்க அடிக்கும் தெரியாது. So bonus share, reality, nothing is coming in my hand. So once the dividend is declared, instead of giving cash, if you give bonus shares, no. My dream that with this dividend, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, everything is getting shattered. It kills the dream of general public shareholders. To avoid that pain, Companies Act said that you can't give bonus shares instead of dividend. You have to give dividend only. Dividend அடுத்துல dividend தான் கொடுக்கணும். In other places, you can issue bonus shares. It cannot be in lieu of dividend. Okay, not okay. Only one line. But how much is the depth, you know? ஒரே line தான். For me, it takes only 1 second to just read this and go. You'll also say, okay, sir. But when you said okay, actually you didn't understand anything. Only when I give so much knowledge, in-depth knowledge, you understood, oh, Vlo Ramayana Mahabharata irukku adukku pinadi solli. That is the depth in which you have to learn. You have to own the subject, boss. You have to own the subject. Now, accounting treatment. There are 3 cases: case 1, case 2, case 3. In last class, we discussed case 1. What is this case? Bonus shares in case of fully paid equity shares. 2 entry will come. All this reserves account debit to bonus to shareholder, and then bonus to shareholder to equity share capital. Okay, wow. We saw one question based on this, which is illustration 1. Now we are going to do case 2. Case 2 is a case of partly paid equity shares. In case of partly paid equity shares, how the bonus issue is being taken care of. In that, there are 2 cases, case 2 and case 3. Case 2 means what? Whatever shares are partly paid, you will convert them to fully paid. How? By asking them to pay that balance money. Okay, not okay. In that case, what is the entry? First, you have to make the call. You know, share capital topic, call panno. Second and final call is due. What is entry? Equity share second and final call to equity share capital. Due entry. Then what will happen? Money will be received. Payment entry or receipt entry. Bank to equity share final call. By the time you pass these 2 entry, your partly paid shares becomes fully paid shares. Partly paid shares becomes fully paid. Now you are comfortable, good to go and do the bonus issue. Same entry, no change. Reserves to bonus to shareholder, and then bonus to shareholder to equity share capital. Any problem in this? Online people, please tell me, any problem in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now, please take your ICA module, question number 2. Illustration number, not 2, 3, sorry. Illustration number 3. கொஞ்சம் ஏசி வந்து இது பண்ணுங்கடா, சூடா இருக்கு. Give, I'll see. That 1 AC is not sufficient. அது on இருக்கா, off இருக்கா? அந்த வெங்காயம் தான். Boss, look at the size of this premises. இதுல 1 AC 110 AC போட்டினா மனசாச்சு இல்ல. Illustration 3. Following notes pertain to balance sheet of Solid Limited as at 31st March 22. Following notes pertain to balance sheet of Solid Limited as at 31st March 22. What have they given, sir? Authorized capital they have given. In that, what is the information? There is 10,000 numbers of 12% preference share of 10 each. So what is my authorized preference capital? Here, answer here. Shh. Page number 11.130. What is the authorized preference share capital, Varun? Varun, authorized preference share capital. I'm asking. I'm asking what is authorized preference share capital. Now, further the company says that there is 1 lakh quantities of equity shares of 10 each. So what is authorized equity share capital? 10 lakhs. So total authorized capital how much? 11 lakh. Very, very important. Out of that, how much is issued and subscribed? Out of 10,000 preference shares, 8,000 preference shares are issued of 10 each, and all are fully paid. Any problem? No problem. Out of 1 lakh equity shares, 90,000 equity shares are issued of 10 each, but 8 paid up. 8 paid up. Any problem? Any problem? Is there any calls in arrears? Is there any calls in arrears? Apana, what does it mean? 8 is called up, 8 is paid up. If 10 rupees is called and 8 is paid up, what will come into picture? Calls in arrear will come into picture. Apana evlo called up ஆயிருக்கு 8 ரூபாய் கால் ஆயிருக்கு 8 ரூபாய் தான் பே ஆயிருக்கு 10 rupees is called up அப்படினா calls in arrear should come, no? Is any call in arrear there? No. You have to be very clear. See people, if the first entry is already passed, equity share final call to equity share capital, then this equity share final call will be transferred to calls in arrear. So in the balance sheet, from the issued and subscribed, I'll minus calls in arrear. If that is not there, which means this entry is not yet passed. If this entry is not yet passed, means call is not yet done. Purida. If calls in arrear is done, is there in the balance sheet, then this entry you need not pass. You will directly pass this entry. Purida Purilia. Don't by heart. Some people just blindly by heart. Okay, converting partly paid to fully paid means what? These two entries should come up. Donkey fellow, that is when. If due entry, payment entry, both are not there. In the balance sheet, if there is already a calls in arrear coming from here, less calls in arrear will come. What does it mean? Calls in arrear means what? Second and final call made, but we have not received the money. Okay, not okay. Calls in arrear is your asset. From asset side, if I bring anything to liability side, plus becomes minus. Understood? Now, when I say 8 is called up and 8 is paid up, what feeling are you getting from this line? These shares are partly paid shares. For partly paid shares, can I issue bonus shares? No. Then they have given the information about reserves and surplus. General reserves 1,60,000. Revaluation reserve bubble 35,000. Security premium collected in cash 20,000. Profit and loss account 2,05,000. Any problem? Secured loan, they have taken 12% debenture of 100 each, 5 lakh rupees. Any problem? No problem. Now look at the important point. On 1st April 2022, the company has made a final call of 2 rupee each on 90,000 equity shares. Correct? No? 8 called up, 8 paid up. Remaining 2 rupees ka final call is made. Due entry. The first line talks about the due entry. The call money was received on 28th April. Receipt entry. Thereafter, means after this is over only, the company decided to capitalize its reserve, capitalization of reserve, by way of bonus, by issue of bonus at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held. So what is the bonus ratio? 1:4, means 1/4. Show necessary entries in the books of the company. Necessary entries means what? First entry, due entry. Second entry, receipt entry. Third entry, bonus due entry. Fourth entry, bonus allotment entry. And oh my God, prepare extract of balance sheet immediately after bonus issue, assuming that the company has passed necessary resolution at its general body meeting for increase in authorized capital. So last line we didn't understand. No problem. We'll keep it pending. I am telling that in this question, even if this line was not given, even if the first 2 line is not given, will you not do it? Because if I have to issue bonus shares, I can't issue the bonus shares for partly paid shares. So even if the question was silent about the call made, money received, what I will do, I'll assume that the call is made and money is received. After doing these 2 entries, I would have done the bonus entry. So in exam, how can they complicate your life? They will not give the first 2 lines. So it is internal assumption that the call is made and the amount is received. Because for partly paid shares, we can't issue bonus shares. And if the question says that bonus is being given up in NR, they will not give in violation of law. Law is satisfied. Law is satisfied means call is received. This way, they can complicate the question in exam. Okay, not okay. Wonderful. First, what will we do?
Preference share में 10 each and 8 paid up.
Now the question what is asking is, sir, in preference share, if it is partly paid up, is it a concern to me? Are Baba, we are issuing bonus shares for equity. So preference is partly paid, fully paid. I'm not bothered. Preference share will be bothered when if I'm issuing bonus share to preference shareholder, then I have to make that into fully paid. So now if preference share is partly paid and equity is fully paid, I can issue the bonus shares to equity without any problem. That time don't call the preference shareholder and ask money. Because preference equity, no connection, no connection. So now on 1st April, we have to pass the due entry. So journal entry people, journal entry. Once again, once again. 1/4, which year? 22. What is the due entry? Equity share final call account debit to equity share capital. How many shares? 90,000 shares. And how much is due? 2 rupee. How much it is? 1,80,000 and 1,80,000. Online people, you are able to follow? Online people, are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Are you all with me? Sanjay Bharati, Ritika, Raghavi, Moshina, Himani, Driza,
Yes, sir.
Gurusaran.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, when is the money received? 20 April, people. 20 April 22, money is received. 20 April 22, Varun, what is entry? Bank account debit or bank account debit to equity share final call account. 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Any problem? Now, after this entry, your partly paid shares have now become fully paid shares. How much it has become now? Now this has become 9 lakh, 8 lakh. Eppura calculation pandra 720 plus 180 is how much? 9 lakh, no? 9 lakh. 9 lakh, okay. Now it is fully paid. Can I issue the bonus shares? Yes. But I have to do the calculation. Working note number 1. Calculation of bonus shares. Number of bonus shares is equal to what? Number of shares held into bonus ratio. Number of shares held is how much? 90,000 shares you're holding into 1/4. One bonus I'm giving for every 4 shares held. Therefore, if 90,000 shares I'm holding, how much is the proportionate bonus? 22,500. 22,500 bonus shares. Now listen to very carefully. Till this you do it, I have a very important point to discuss. Boss, 90,000 shares. You have to apply the bonus ratio on the shares, not the share capital. On the shares, I have to multiply because I want number of bonus shares. Now listen to very carefully. I have a question to all of you. How many shares is authorized in the balance sheet? I am talking about equity. 1 lakh share is authorized. Authorized share is 1 lakh. We have studied in the share capital topic. I am asking authorized number of share. 1 lakh is authorized number of share. How much is subscribed share? How much is subscribed share? 90,000. I am talking about before bonus. Before bonus. As per law, your authorized shares can it be more than subscribed shares? Authorized more, subscribed less. Allowed, not allowed? Allowed. Can authorized share be equal to subscribed share? Allowed. Can authorized share be 1 lakh and subscribed shall be more 1,10,000? Is this allowed? Allowed. Now, for allowing this, what are you supposed to Ambani? No. Your subscribed share is 10,000. If this has to be made right, if this should not be a violation, what are you supposed to do is you have to increase your authorization. This equation cannot be like this forever. You have to increase your authorization. If you're telling that I'm not going to increase authorized share, and if authorized shares are less and subscribed is more, this will be violation. So now, if I want to make subscribed more than authorized, that is never going to happen. So here I have to increase my authorized shares by 10,000. I have to increase my authorized shares by 10,000. In other words, your authorized share can never be less than subscribed shares. Or in other words, your subscribed shares can never be more than authorized shares. It can be equal. Subscribed can be equal to authorized. Subscribed can be less than authorized, but subscribed can never be more than authorized. Because this is the maximum capital. What is authorized share capital? This is the maximum capital of the company which it can raise during its lifetime. If they want to further increase the authorized shares, what are they supposed to do? They have to call a general body meeting, either AGM or EGM. In that, they have to take approval from the shareholders. Once shareholders give the approval, then they have to go back and do the amendment in the memorandum of association. In the MOA, in the capital clause, they have to increase the authorized capital and resubmit that amended MOA to the ROC. Once ROC is approving it, then officially your authorized shares are increased. Then you can issue the shares. Got it? Now here observe what is happening. Here 1 lakh is authorized shares. But after bonus, what is happening, people? Already issued share is 90,000. Bonus share is how much now? 22,500. Total how much? 1,12,500. So your subscribed share is now going to be more than authorized share. So before you go and do the bonus issue, what are you supposed to do? There's a difference of 12,500. For this 12,500, you have to do the legal compliances. What I just said. You have to get approval from shareholder, and then followed by that, what are you supposed to do? Amend your capital clause of the MOA. And you have to resubmit that MOA to whom? ROC for ROC's approval. It has to be ensured that the authorized capital after bonus should not be less than issued share capital. Now here, what is my authorized capital? 1 lakh. What is my issued share capital? 1,12,500. This should not happen, they're telling. It has to be ensured that your authorized capital, 1 lakh shares, after bonus issue should not be less. But in this case, it is less. If it is less, what are you supposed to do? The authorized capital will be increased by the amount of bonus issue or the value of additional shares. Either whatever is the bonus issue, 22,500 shares, further you can increase from 1 lakh. 1 lakh plus 22,500 you can issue. Or what is the actual difference? 12,500. Any one you can increase. 1 lakh is the limit. If I increase 22,500, my limit becomes 1,22,500. In that, how much total shares is issued now? 1,12,500. Still, how much is balance? 10,000 will become surplus authorized share. Let it be, no problem. Let it be, no problem. The question is all trying to say that the authorized shares may be increased by the amount of bonus issue. What is the bonus issue? Increased by 22,500 or the value of the additional share. How much additional share we want? Out of 1 lakh, 90 already issued. How much is the vacancy? 10,000. 22,500 is my bonus. In the 10,000 ka cushion is already there. How much cushion is not there? 12,500. For this value addition, for extra how much you require, that much you increase the authorization. So either increase the authorized share by 12,500 or by the entire bonus value, whichever feels comfortable to you. Okay. So here, we will give a note and come that after bonus issue, you'll have to give a note here. After bonus issue, the issued and subscribed shares is more than authorized share. Therefore, we assume the company has complied with the provisions of Companies Act 2013 for increasing the authorized share capital. What are we trying to say? It is not our job. It is not auditor's job to do the compliances. The compliance is done by the company, and company will get this compliance done by the company secretary. So we are telling that after bonus issue, the issued share is more than authorized share, which is not correct. Therefore, we assume that the company has complied with the provisions of Companies Act 2013. Whatever company law says that as per you of that, you've complied to increase your authorized share capital. In authorized share capital, 1 lakh இருந்து 1,12,500 increase பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னு நம்புறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு will give an assumption note income. Okay, not okay? Okay, not okay? Okay. Note it down. Now coming back. You have to pass the entry for bonus. Bonus is done on which date? Bonus shares are issued on which date? Nothing mentioned means same date will take. On 20th April. Thereafter means what? After the money is received on the same day, 20th April, we will do the bonus issue. Now please tell me, bonus shares is 22,500. How much is bonus capital? In terms of capital, how much? Bonus share capital, how much? 22,500 into 10. 2,25,000. Now this I will take in a proper order. What is the first item that I'm supposed to take? Generally, capital redemption reserve. Is it there? Not there. Next item, capital reserve in cash for listed company. For unlisted company, anything is okay. Is it there? Not there. The third item is security premium. So 2,25,000 I want. In that premium collected in cash is 20,000. I've utilized fully. If I utilize this 20,000 fully, what is the balance in premium account? Donkey fellow. Balance in premium account I'm asking. Premium ka balance will become zero. It is very important to listen properly. What is the balance of the funds required? 2,05,000. Next, you will attack which account? Say revaluation reserve. Say revaluation reserve. No, you will not even touch revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve will be like our X. When you see your X, what will you do? Turn your face around, ignore and go. क्यों चुप रहा है क्या? Now, next is what? General reserve, free reserves. In free reserve, which one will you take first? General reserve 160. What is the balance of GR account after utilization? Zero. How much is further money required? 45,000. You'll take from where? P&L 45,000. So what is the balance in P&L? 2,05,000 minus 45,000. That is the balance in P&L. Okay, not okay? Sir, why are you asking the balance of GR, premium, P&L? Donkey fellow, they're asking you to prepare the balance sheet after bonus issue. You have to know all of this because you have to present it. Now, coming to bonus entry. Same date, 20 April 22. It's okay, Varun. Come on, no problem. Life is on to happily move on. Never get stuck to one thing. Now, next entry, tell me. Security, premium account, debit. Then, general reserve account, debit. P&L account, debit. Amount, please. 20,000. 1 lakh? 60,000. 45,000. Okay. 2. Bonus to shareholder. In last class, I gave you the logic. Why are we putting this intermediary account? 2 lakh? 25,000. This is a temporary account, temporary liability account, which we have to close it. So what is my closing entry? Bonus to shareholder account, debit. Equity share capital. How much people? 2,25,000. 2,25,000. Okay, not okay? Entry clear. Now balance sheet. Which company is this? Solid Limited. Balance sheet of, actually Solid Limited ka name you are supposed to write where, you know, in the beginning. In the books of Solid Limited. Below that heading is journal entry. Okay, wow. Now here balance sheet as on after bonus issue 20 April 24 in bracket and extract. When you're not presenting a full balance sheet, you have to mention the word extract. The format of the balance sheet, people. First particulars, who will say? Particulars, note number 20 April 24. Am I right? Current year, then previous year. Leave the previous year. First item is what? Equity, not equities. Equity and liabilities. नहीं इक्विटी बोला, इक्विटी एंड लायबिलिटीज. एक्स चली गई तो वाई इंपॉर्टेंट अभी. वालंटरी बंदी मार रहा है, यदि वाई कैलरी उड़ रहा है. Now under that the first option is, first option share holders funds. Financial statement topic is going parallelly on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Important, not important? Very important, because that what I'm teaching there will either help you in the it will help you in your preparation of such kind of balance sheet. In bits and parts, you will be asked to prepare the balance sheet in extract, so that it will help you. Second, theory, it will help you. Third, true and false. So do not miss that class, I'm telling you. And as I said, very importantly, it has got full connection to inter. The very first chapter in intermediate is what? How to prepare the full-fledged financial statement using those format of the P&L and balance sheet. Now, shareholders funds, next item. Oh, sorry. Under that, the first item is share capital. Note number 1. B, reserve and surplus. Note number 2. C, not required. If any item is not applicable, leave it. C is what? Money received against share warrant. Leave it, not required, not applicable. Then share application money pending allotment will come, but here not required because it is not applicable. So directly the second item is what? Non-current liability. Should I do it? Yes. Why? Because there is a 12% debenture. Non-current liability. Under that, the first item is long-term borrowing. Note number 3. Now we'll go to note 1. In note 1, the first item is authorized share capital. Authorized share capital. How will you write it? Guys, did we increase the authorized share capital of preference share? Preference share? No. As it is, copy paste. 10,000 quantities of 12% preference share capital of, sorry, preference share. 12% preference share of rupees 10 each. How much is it? In rupees? 1 lakh. Now here be very careful. Don't copy paste as it is. Before bonus issue, your authorized share was what? How much? 1 lakh. So after bonus issue, you're increasing your authorized capital by 12,500, not 22,500. Nothing mentioned means I will take the exact difference. Please understand, 90,000 shares already issued and subscribed. Further, how much you want? 22,500. So total how much? 1,12,500. In that, how much is already authorized? 1 lakh. How much further to be authorized? 12,500. Purida. So I will increase that much as much as required. Minimum only I will increase. If nothing mentioned in question, I will increase only the minimum. So 1 lakh is already authorized. Further, how much I need? 12,500. So 1 lakh 12,500. Equity share of rupees 10 each. How much? How much? 11 lakh 25,000. If I total, what is my total authorized capital? 12 lakh 25,000. Any problem in the presentation? Clear with this? Next, B part. Issued and subscribed. Have they put it separately or together? You've done together because in inter also we're doing together. Only in 12th standard we did it separately. In inter also we're doing it together only. So we'll do it together. Issued and subscribed will come together, not separately.
The company has to prepare.
It is together only, like this. Issued and subscribed in fully paid up will come. There no? Yeah. Issued, subscribed and fully paid. If it is partly paid, issued, subscribed, partly paid will come. Okay, va? Under that, how much is issued? 8,000. We will copy paste. Guys, in this entry, preferential is not touched. So preferential will continue as it is. 8,000 quantities of 12% preference share of rupees 10 each has been issued. How much it is? 80,000. Next, 1,12,500 equity share of rupees 10 each. How much it is? 11,25,000. What is important is the disclosure that I'm giving here. This is a disclosure requirement of Schedule 3. In Inter, we'll focus more on disclosure. There are multiple disclosures in Inter. One such disclosure I'm discussing here. The disclosure is that you have to tell the shareholders this financial statement you're giving to the users of the financial statement. To the users. Users should know that this 1,12,500 shares are issued. No. In that, how much is issued for consideration other than cash? How much is issued for consideration in no cash? Purida. Three things. Shares are issued for consideration in cash. I gave the shares, got the money. Second is shares are issued for consideration other than cash. Which is that example? Shares issued to underwriter for underwriting services. Shares issued to the promoter for promoter services. Share issued for buying the asset. Share issued for taking over the business. There we have to give a disclosure. Like this, how I'm giving now. Third is, this is no cash consideration. No cash means what? Bonus. I issued the shares. Did I get the cash consideration? No, no cash consideration. So 3 disclosures you have to give. In that, if shares are issued for consideration in cash, that disclosure not required. For which disclosure is required? For non-cash consideration and no cash consideration. For non-cash consideration means what? Promoter service, underwriter, asset, business purchase. That is called as non-cash consideration. Non-cash consideration. Bonus issue is no cash consideration. Got it? Now look at the language. Out of the above shares. This is how you'll start with. Out of the above, 2,200 equity shares of 10 each were issued by way of bonus. Bonus is no cash consideration. A similar disclosure has to be given in case of non-cash consideration. For example, non-cash consideration, I'm giving the shares to promoter, underwriter, vendor. Then how is the language? Out of above 22,500 equity shares of rupees 10 each were issued for non-cash consideration. This claim kudukano. In 12th, I didn't discuss this point. Because in 12th CBSE, this disclosure is not required. So now I'm taking this opportunity to make you connect to that point. So whenever in share capital and debentures, if you're coming across the debenture or share issued for consideration other than cash, so that disclosure should be given like this. This will carry mark. This is the disclosure requirement of Schedule 3, not accounting standard. This is the requirement of Schedule 3. But what will you write here? Out of above means out of this 1,12,500 shares, 2,200 shares of rupees 10 each are issued as bonus shares, so that the person who's reading the financial statement will understand how much is bonus shares and how much is other than bonus shares. Okay, not okay? In Inter, when you come, I will give you further more information about this. This disclosure has to be given for how many years? 1 year or more than 1 year. All that extra fittings will come in your intermediate. To come to Inter, what are you supposed to do? Pass foundation. Which attempt? No, not first attempt. Coming Jan attempt. I am not a believer of first attempt. I am telling that coming attempt you have to clear. Jan, if you clear, what happened? March we are starting with the live batch. You can go in the same group. இல்லனா உங்க friends முன்னாடி போய்டுவாங்க. நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? அதே book வச்சு உட்கார்ந்து திருப்பி படிக்கணும். And it's very painful. You can ask your seniors who have gone through attempts. Knowingly or unknowingly they've gone through. You ask them, they will tell the pain of not getting through. And especially when you see your friends walking forward. That's a different story. If it happens, I'm there to motivate. That time my language, everything will change. But I can't be giving you so much comfort. No? Then you will say, Apdiya sir, okay, then I'll fail. Like that, you'll tell and go. So I will not accept that. So if you want to go with the entire group as it is, you have to put your full efforts. How many days are left for your exams? 80, fingertips is kept. 85 days. Only you forgot to put. 85 days இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ஓ ரொம்ப டைம் இருக்கு. 85 days only அப்படின்னா now pressure will get created. Fear is very important. In inter, one student asked, sir, I'm not able to study for 14-16 hours, sir. Because I tell no, I study for 14-16 hours. I'm studying. How are you able to study? I said fear. What is driving me? Two things. And the first thing that is driving me is fear. Bio. Inter, I'm taking for first time. So my name is very important. So I can't spoil the quality of teaching. Foundation I'm taking for so many years. No problem. Inter first time. But I can't make them feel that I'm taking for first time. So how much I should study? How much notes I have to prepare? I'm not even given one single feeling to them that I'm taking inter for the very first time. In fact, they're loving the subject because in depth they're going. So the fear is that if I don't learn properly, if I don't study properly, if I don't make proper notes, if I don't give that comfort to my students, what will happen to my name, my academy's name? That fear is there. That fear is making me sit and prepare for 14 to 16 hours straight. Diwali day morning when everybody is sitting and enjoying 6 hours straight morning from 9 o'clock till 3 o'clock, I was sitting and studying. I was preparing notes, not for foundation, inter. Foundation is நமக்கு பாத்திரலான்ட்டு. Inter தான் main அங்க. Before day, after day, wherever I got time in between, I was just with my preparation. Fear, if I don't take properly, if I don't complete the syllabus on time, if notes are not sufficient, if examples are not sufficient, how will my students feel? What happened to my name? Fear. So that fear is driving you. Second, determination. Kola very pasi irken. Everybody academy is taking inter for long period. More than them have to produce result. Passing is not sufficient. 90 kilo accounts varve kudadu. That kola very irken. Because that will give me a nice name. It will give me nice push and thrust. Determination, hunger, greed is important. Like that, what is your greed? What is your determination? You should also create a fear. You should also have a determination. If these two factors are there, there's no Pratik sir required for motivating you. There is no YouTube teachers required to motivate you. So people are going and sitting and searching YouTube videos, motivate me to study CA for the CA examination. Nonsense. And the motivation video paatha, motivation vandruma. External motivations are always temporary. Internal motivation is permanent. Internal motivation is permanent. If you become CA, what changes will come in your life? Think about it. Just Varun, CA Varun. Just Varun, girls become X. CA Varun, line. Proposals will come just like that, like playing cards, tuck, 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 tuck. What more motivation you need, Varun? Before I became CA, nobody knew who the hell was Pratik. Now everybody knows. Teachers Day, I told all of you. I was invited by one of the organizations. They presented me that, what do you call it? Award for not that I'm a great teacher. There are multiple teachers at par with me, more than nice than me. Irkanga. But why they invited me only from the community? Because they know me. I know them. அவங்களோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் பசங்களை வந்து நானே டீச் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். They have seen my hard work. That they wanted to recognize. Where was that recognition before? Before becoming senior. இருந்துச்சா? இல்லையே. So CA can give you multiple things. You want to buy one jewelry for your mom, example. Can you buy today? What is the gold rate? 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. 12,000 rupees per gram. 12,000 per gram. If you have to take one jewelry set small, normal, for your wedding, if you take, at least you'll take for 50 grams. One set. Idukku. 50 grams minimum required. I'm doing very less. For what I said, 100 grams minimum required properly. 100 grams multiplied by 12,000, how much?
6 lakh 10,000.
Vengayam. I asked for 100 grams. 12 lakhs it is. 12 lakh rupees. Which will be your annual package. 1 year if you earn, you can buy one necklace for you. He is like getting stressed now itself. How you have a bondati vanda? After CA you can buy. Before CA, you can't even think. Shh. Now, if you want to spend 500 rupees, also you think 10 times. Pannoma, spend Pannoma, when you earn money, no. That 500 rupees, when it becomes 50,000 for spending, you'll not even know. That is the power of money. That CA degree is going to give you that. You ask so many of your graduate people, just done, was done BCom, they're begging for 20-25,000. I'm telling you. You know, there is a vacancy here. Sangami's replacement. People are asking 20,000 rupees replacement cost. I'm happy to auto recruit. I'll do all the work, but 20,000 I'll not give because worth is not there. No. If I recruit a CA, I'll voluntarily say 75,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, 1.2 lakh, because people in the market know worth of CA. What you can contribute and how much difference you can make, everybody knows, because that is a value addition that this course is bringing in your life. So you be very clear that by becoming CA, what and all I'm going to do. Okay, this car I'm going to buy, this house I'm going to buy. Dream about it, because the dream is your motivating factor. External motivation undum kediyadhu. Chumma puski mariyadhu. Internal motivation is important. If I become CA, I'll get this for mom, this for dad, this for me. That should motivate you. நம்ம சாமியாரா எல்லாத்தையும் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போறதுக்கு ஆசை இருக்குல்ல அப்புறம் the day when you have everything, then you say money is not everything in life. Love, affection is important. எப்போ பணம் இருக்கும்போது இப்போ எல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. Money is not everything in life, but money is many things in life. Without money, you can't do anything. So money is required. If you want to live your life happily, peacefully, money is required. Money can't buy all your happiness. Not all, but some it can buy, no? And that some only we want. Car. Every Tata, Skoda, BMW, Jaguar, oh my God. That doesn't come from happiness. It comes from money. And money comes from hard work, smart work, intelligence. And CA is going to give you that intelligence. And I never tell people, after CA, go into practice and job. Maybe job for getting some good experience. Always do business. In job, your hand will be like this. You have to take money every month. Every month. Business, you will give multiple people. You are the job creator. Think like a businessman. So when you're telling that I can't study for 16 hours, boss, you are the leader. You're going to lead people. What should be your attitude? YouTube videos you're searching, huh? Where motivation I'll get? Dhoni is motivating his own self. He's not searching for YouTube videos. Virat Kohli, no. Leaders never seek any external motivation. They create motivation. How is it? Burning desire, determination is important. Fear is important. Too much of fear is bad. No fear also is bad. Light fear irukano. Baya irukano. We don't do wrong things. When fear is there, no, we don't do wrong things. Fear will keep us on track. It will allow us to play within our limits. If fear is not there, no, we go out of limits. Once you go out of limit, everything will go out of control. And once things start going out of control, you will lose your peace of mind forever. One small mistake, screwed. So fear is equally important. And determination. If these both things are clear, you don't need anybody's motivation. So from today, take an oath. You will not study less than 16 hours. What's a 10, 12, 16 you went? Impact of motivation. I didn't say 24 hours. Thank God for that. That's why 16 I said no. 8 hours of sleep more than sufficient. In that 8 hours only, everything. If you want to pass, you do it. Your choice. Someday 16, someday 14, someday 12. Average 14 will come. Every day you can't give 16. Every day you can't give 14. Every day you can't give 12. Wherever you get chance, give 16, 14, 12. Average somewhere will come to 12 to 14. Average is very important. Every single day you should breathe accounts, economics, law, and maths. Intake, outtake. Not oxygen. Accounts, law, maths, economics. This is how it should be. When you see God picture, account should reflect that. Law, economics, math should reflect. When you're seeing any human being, should not see human being working. Accounts is working. Law is working. Yes. I should talk English, walk English, sleep English. Like that, everything CA, CA, CA until you become CA. This is the mantra. After you become CA, all nonsense you can talk like how I'm talking. Nobody is going to stop you. Now coming back. Correct only, no? No, what I said is sensible only. But who stopped me? I spoke and this, nobody stopped me. Now next is what? Note 1 over note 2. Note 2. Reserves and surplus. How do you present? Very important. First is security premium reserve. In that opening balance, how much people? Opening balance was 20,000. Less transfer to equity share capital in bracket bonus shares. What is the language they have used? Utilize for bonus issue. Same thing you can do it. Will not deviate. Utilized for bonus issue. How much? 20,000. Balance is how much? 0. Rupees inner column and rupees outer column. Next reserve. No. General reserve. Huh? Revaluation reserve is there, no? There. Notes into Kanna. This is balance sheet. How much vengeance she's got with the revaluation reserve? She's selling throughout of the balance sheet itself. On the revaluation reserve, I told not to use for bonus issue. In balance sheet, it will come, no? Donkey fellow. Revaluation reserve, how much? Same amount. 35,000. First, always the restricted reserves, then free reserves. This is the order. Then general reserve. How much is the opening balance? 1,60,000. How much did you utilize? Full 160. Minus utilized for bonus issue. Full 160. So balance in GR is how much? 0. So this is A, B, C, D is which one? P and L. How much? 2,05,000. So opening balance, don't laugh when I'm taking class. It is getting irritated for me. Minus utilized for bonus issue. How much? 45,000. Balance how much? 1,60,000. Total how much? 35,000 plus 160 is 1,95,000. Posted in the main part of the balance sheet. How much it is? 195. Capital ka total is how much? Issued, subsequent, fully paid up. Total of this is how much? 12,05,000. Put it in the main face of the balance sheet. 12,05,000. Then note 3. Note 3. Long-term borrowing. In that, secured and unsecured. Is it secured? Secured is there. So here the classification is secured separately, unsecured separately. Under secured, we have 12% debenture of 100 each. How much? 5 lakh. Nothing else. If any other item is there, that also you add it. So in the face of the balance sheet, how much? 5 lakh. That's all. Don't do total income. This is not full balance sheet. This is just extract. Now tell me people, any problem? So now what am I left with? I am left with case 3. So illustration 2 is based out of case 3. I have 2 or 3 more questions to be done from scanner, which is small. After that, what I'm left with is a small theory point. What is the impact of the bonus issue? What is the effect of the bonus issue? In that one point we discussed. Remaining point I have to discuss. Next I have to discuss what is the reason because of which company issue bonus shares. Reason for issuing the bonus shares and other points. Other points we discussed today. One point we discussed. If subscribed and paid up capital of the company exceeds authorized capital as a result of bonus issue, a resolution shall be passed in general body meeting. Resolution means what? Approval from the shareholder. For the general body, a resolution for increasing in the authorized capital should be passed in the general body meeting, and also MOA shall be accordingly amended and be filed with ROC. Same point I discussed. This is one more point I'll discuss now itself. Once the company announces the decision of board recommending the bonus issue, once the board of directors recommended the bonus issue, it shall not subsequently withdraw. Like how dividend can be recommended, here the bonus also will be recommended. In the shareholders meeting, it will be approved. So once the board of directors recommend a bonus issue, they can't subsequently withdraw. Very, very important from true and false perspective. Once the board is recommending, means proposing. Another name for recommendation is proposing. Once the board of directors are proposing the bonus issue, you can't subsequently withdraw it. Okay. Then I gave you the meaning of 2:1. What is the meaning of 2:1? 2 shares are issued for every 1 share held. 3:1 means 3 shares are issued for every 2 shares held. So other points over. So I'm left with point number 7 and point number 6. And case related question. So in my next class, which is on Tuesday, I'll be done and be dusted with bonus issue. Thursday, my target is to do rights issue. I will try my level best. On one day itself, I'll complete my rights issue. If not, I'll have to take one more class. Okay, just stay back, don't go anywhere. I have one more point to discuss. I'm taking off with the recording. So recording people not required. I'm just pausing the video. Once again. So guys, that's all from my side for this session. I'll see you all in the next class, which is on Tuesday, 5 p.m. sharp. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, people.
Thank you, sir.